Do, da, 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 mm, 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 da, 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 da. Talking a few news. All right, y'all. Let's get this shit popping. Da, 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 da. Posting everywhere. Oh boy. Hello? How's it going? Welcome. Let me get my stream ready here. Get all my windows ready. Let's see. I want to do this one. Come on, man. Why are you fucking up? All right. All right, guys. So I'm just getting all my windows set up. How are y'all doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. I think I'm set up here. So what's today? The 15th. Today is Tuesday, July 15th. And I returned to stream. I think I've streamed twice since I took a month off almost from my house flooding, and then I took a week vacation. Also, I threw my back out, y'all. Shit. I'm still in pain, but it's hard to sit. The more I move, the better I feel. So, um, but I talked movies. I played some games the last couple streams since I've been back, but I wanted to talk about Palestine and some news headlines for you guys. Gotta keep talking about Palestine, what's going on in the Middle East, guys. So I have um, I have an assortment of tabs open on my browser. Here we go. I got a half calf, 3 decaf shots, only one caffeinated shot in my little caffeine there. So, all right, you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, I want to read some news headlines for you guys. We have to know where our tax dollars are going, you guys. If you voted in the two-party system, you voted for Trump or Biden. This is what you voted for, guys. So gotta get that in your head. This is what's happening. So this is from a week ago. Israeli strikes on Gaza kill 104 Palestinians over 24 hours. One strike targeted a medical clinic sheltering displaced Palestinians in Gaza City. This is from antiwar.com. Dave DeCamp, he's on this, dude. He's writing every day. Gaza's health ministry said on Monday that Israeli forces killed 104 Palestinians and wounded 356 over the previous 24-hour period as U.S.-backed Israeli strikes continue to pound targets across the Strip and Israeli troops continue to kill people seeking aid. These are people seeking aid, guys. They lure them in. There's a famine going on. People are starving, dying of hunger, and they set up some aid drops and they start shooting people, man. Start bombing them. People are hiding or under the rubble after these strikes, guys. And on Monday night, Israeli media reported that 6 Israeli soldiers were killed and others were wounded in an ambush in Beit Hanun. Smallest violin right there. Palestinian fighters reportedly detonated an explosive targeting an Israeli armored vehicle. Let's see. Let's see. The health ministry said that among the dead over the past day were 7 Palestinians attempting to get aid. The Palestinian news agency WAFA reported that 5 people were killed and others were wounded on Monday when Israeli troops opened fire on a crowd seeking aid near a distribution point run by the U.S. and Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation in Rafah, southern Gaza. The GHF. Since the GHF began operating in Gaza at the end of May, 758 Palestinians have been murdered and 5,005 have been wounded while attempting to get food, according to the health ministry's numbers. The Israeli military admitted that its forces had killed some civilians near the aid sites after Haaretz reported that IDF troops had been giving orders to shoot unarmed Palestinians seeking food even though they posed no threat. So, American contractors who work at GHF sites have also blown the whistle on their colleagues for using live ammunition and stun grenades to disperse hungry Palestinians who pose no threat. One former contractor who spoke to the BBC said that in at least one incident, it appeared a civilian was hit by live fire. The latest violence has brought the death toll since October 7, 2023 to 57,523. The number of wounded to 136,617. Studies have found that the health ministry's numbers are a significant undercount in estimates that factor in indirect deaths caused by the Israeli siege and destruction of all of Gaza's civilian infrastructure, bring the death toll into the hundreds of thousands, man. If you Google Lancet study, Lancet, Lancet study, 186,000. That was their estimate like freaking 8 months ago, guys. And it's not counting the people that are trapped under rubble, starving, dying of starvation. So here's the next tab I have open for you guys I want to read. Max Blumenthal, highly trusted dude. He's reporting on stuff every day. Great anti-imperialist comrade right here. He's reading a post by Jack Polson. The U.S. State Department just announced its approval of $510 million a contract to sell the Israeli military more than 7,000 guidance kits for 500-pound Mk82 and 2,000-pound bunker buster BLU-109 bombs. The Wall Street Journal reported on the U.S. sending more than 100 of the 2,000-pound BLU-109 bunker buster bombs to the Israeli military for use in Gaza in December 2023. The U.S. dropped 14 larger, roughly 30,000-pound GBU-57AB massive ordnance penetrator bunker buster bombs on Iran's Fordo nuclear site 8 days ago, per the AP, with contested impact. The contract approval comes after reports that more than 56,000 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza by the Israeli military, with its U.S. military backing since October 2023. You see how massive that is? And okay, Max Blumenthal says Israel met its quota by slaughtering 100 people in Gaza today. This post was from July 1st. Sorry, it's taking me a while to get to it. Among its targets was an internet cafe where it killed dozens of artists, journalists, athletes, and everyday people. And now the U.S. is rewarding it with more baby buster bombs. Bunker buster bombs. So, next tablet I have open. So this is a very... I can't play the video, guys. This is a very disturbing video. Extremely disturbing video, okay? Locke is in the TikTok chat. What's up, dude? Sorry I missed that. I'm not keeping a an eye on the chat on TikTok right now. But guys, a very disturbing video. I believe it's a teenager that the IOF, I call them the Israeli Occupation Force because that's what it is. They cornered this teenager, and these guys with riot shields all lined up and blocked what was happening. And I'm assuming, they proceeded to sexually assault this person. And I can't play the video, guys, but this is very, very disturbing. You, I watched the video and like you can't really see anything, but you know what's going on, man. You know what's going on, so you can Google it yourself. Not making this up, guys, but it's just that's what the Israeli army does, guys. So just wanted to highlight that. I know it's not pretty, but we have to mention it, guys. This is what our tax dollars are doing. This is what we are, the elites are allowing, the people in Washington, D.C. are allowing to happen, and they don't care. So, Eva Kareem Bartlett, she has been on top of all um, what the imperialist forces are up to. She's been reporting on wars for many years, guys, and then she interviewed Dr. Mimi Syed and what she saw in Gaza. 4 videos right here, guys. I'm not going to play. I'm just going to quote by another doctor. Um, well, I'll quote what she in one of her videos. I had 18 documented cases of children that came in with gunshots to the head, neck, abdomen, and chest. Guys, I have a previous video. They are directly targeting babies, children. Just direct shots to the heart, y'all, from snipers. How cowardly is that? Um, and then a quote tweet here from a doctor. Um, this is just a fraction of what I've been seeing during my work providing healthcare to my people in Gaza. I treated many amputated children, young men and women alike. Treatment in Gaza was scarce. We would literally treat the injured by cleaning their wounds. 2 days later, they would come to us to remove the bullet from their bodies, including the type and location of the injury. Now, Gaza is completely devoid of medicine and painkillers. Gaza is starving in a way that is inappropriate for our time. Now, Gaza's young men are being brutally executed. So, just wanted to read that tab for you guys. This is from Ally in Palestine, and I just want to show you, guys. We're all comfortable here in the U.S. or wherever you're watching this. I'm assuming you're not living in a war zone this very moment, you know. But like, do you understand what it truly means to be in a war zone? Check out this.
كنت في البيت.
But like, just that's just like normal. That's every day, guys. Like, just rewind that shit. Can you imagine
كنت طالع من البيت أول.
just hearing gunfire is one thing, but like just hearing a freaking I just talked about what kind of bombs were the U.S. just sending Israel. Not some little like grenade. 500-pound bombs, guys. 2,000-pound bombs. Hundreds of them. If you hear one of those detonate near you, like I just can't imagine old people, adults, kids, babies. Like, you just know how harrowing that is. I just wanted to share that tab with you guys. And this is from Class War Memes on Instagram. They're always posting videos of war crimes. But like, dude, like, look at this shit, man. Let me zoom in on it. Um, I just so Israel they're bombing the whole Middle East, Syria, Yemen, anyone that's defying them in the West. So this is from Tadrish Square. Like, look at this, dude. Look at that. That's just insane, man. Um, I know this is I can't prove to you this specific attack, it was our bombs, but it's like Israel we are in bed with. We are totally down with the Washington D.C. is totally down for strikes like these guys. But this is Tahrir Square in Tehran. This is from a couple weeks ago. They've got their sources from Al Jazeera and a link with let's see. Iran raises death toll from conflict with Israel to more than 900. State media claims 170 women and children among dead in 12-day war, in which Iranian missiles killed 28 in Israel. So they're going back and forth there. I just wanted to share that, guys. That's just like that's crazy, man. Rocket right in the middle of a square, and like look at all those innocent people that died right there, and just see what kind of destruction a bomb does, man. Oh, so let's see. So this is I should have put this with my first tab. So this is from PSL National. At least 27 people were killed and wounded earlier this week when Israeli troops opened fire on a crowd of starving Palestinians in Gaza desperately seeking food aid. Since the U.S.-Israeli genocide began, food has been used as a weapon of war. Preventing food from reaching the civilian population of Gaza has been a key tactic to inflict massive death and displacement. Those responsible for these massacres and the genocide itself must be brought to justice before a court of international law and the genocide now. So, um, and this is you can kind of, this is what I just read. So, but yeah, this is the GHF we talked about. I just want to highlight the Party for Socialism and Liberation, PSL National. Check them out, guys. Next tablet. Next tab is from the Palestinian Youth Movement. Take a sip of coffee there. Um, so this is more about the aid distribution sites, guys. IOF soldiers describe the daily ongoing massacres in Gaza at aid distribution sites run by Zionists and U.S. occupation forces. Palestinian Youth Movement says there are no distinctions, combatants or non-combatants. There are only Palestinians to be killed, killed, and killed again for seeking food in a man-made famine and American Zionist genocide. And then they go on to quotes from IOF soldiers. It's a killing field. Where I was stationed, between 1 and 5 people were killed every day. They are treated like a hostile force. No crowd control measures, no tear gas, just live fire with everything imaginable. Heavy machine guns, grenade launchers, mortars. Then once the center opens, the shooting stops and they know they can approach. Our form of communication is gunfire from an IOF soldier. You see, I'll read a couple more. Oh man, let's see if I can get that going there. We open fire early in the morning if someone tries to get in line from a few hundred meters away, and sometimes we just charge at them from close range. But there's no danger to the forces. I'm not aware of a single instance of return fire. There's no enemy, no weapons. Uh, the soldier in the previous slide said that the activity in his area of service is referred to as Operation Salted Fish, the name of the Israeli version of the children's game Red Light Green Light from the Korean show Squid Game. Jeez. Mm, uh, Today, any private contractor working in Gaza with engineering equipment receives 5,000 shekels, roughly $1,500. For every house they demolish, they're making a fortune. From their perspective, any moment where they don't demolish houses is a loss of money, and the forces have to just secure their work. The contractors, who act like a kind of sheriff, demolish wherever they want along the entire front. Quote IOF soldier. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Yeah, I think I've read enough. You guys get the point. You guys get the point. Next slide. Next tab for you guys from Santa Sayed. They found oxycodone in bags of flour distributed by U.S. Israeli-backed aid centers in Gaza. It's an opioid, highly addictive. It is not enough to incinerate Palestinians, to bomb them, to shoot them, starve them, maim them, to destroy the healthcare infrastructure so they are vulnerable to diseases, infection, and thus death. They have to sow addiction too, one of the worst and most destructive diseases. Guys, you can easily Google Oxy and flour, Oxy Palestine flour. You'll see pictures, you'll see news reports. I know I have like an Instagram tab up here from like a Twitter post, but this is, you can easily verify this, guys. I'm not going to put bullshit up here for you. So, two more tablets to go, guys, and we're going to be done with the news segment. Just wanted to show you before and after photos. Oh, whoops. Let's refresh this, please. New satellite imagery from December 2024. So a little old, but this is 13 months before. 13 months before. And then this is December 2024, guys. Take a look, man. This is a total eradication campaign. Extermination campaign, guys. This is not a war. Just look, man. We got it. Completely demolished, guys. Completely demolished. Before and after. Jeez, man. Just completely flattened. Discover Our Planet posted this. They say, in the Netzarim corridor, vast areas now show nothing but debris. No standing buildings, only fractured road networks and dunes of rubble. Jabalia, Bet Lahia, Bet Hanun, Gaza City have been flattened, they say. There's an after there. Before. After. Before. After. Before. After. Before. And after. Sheesh, man. Oh, man. I'm sure they killed like one Hamas member, guys. Like, come on, dude. This is never about Hamas. Please shut the fuck up. All right, guys. You remember United States Armed Force member? His last name was Bushnell. He extreme act of protest. He lit himself on fire, and there is. Check this out. Daniel Edry, an Israeli war criminal who took part in the genocide in Gaza, took his own life by setting himself on fire in his car near the occupied Palestinian city of Safad. His family said he was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder after serving with the occupation forces in Lebanon and Gaza. His mother said he would often tell her that he could see flames and smell burning bodies, sometimes waking in the night in violent fits. Believing he was back in combat, he had also recently spoken of ending his life. Yeah, a war criminal offs himself. Alright, that was the last one I wanted to read, guys. What's next? What's next? How about I do this? I'm gonna close all these tabs. Let's talk movies. Last stream I talked movies, guys. The third week of April I watched like 8 or so movies. I'd recap those. But let's talk movies for a short time. I only have 3 movies to talk about. Ocean's 12, the sequel to Ocean's 11, Super Mario Brothers, the 1993 movie, and Heist, Gene Hackman, rest in peace. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the stream for like 10 seconds. I'm going to update the title, and then I'm going to hit play.